So for those who don't know me, I am Jaren, the founder and owner of this here studio, the Jaren Emilogura Studio. And today we're going to analyze somebody many of my subscribers have requested, and this particular performance has been requested in addition to the person. And so I'm excited to talk about her. I think this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite performance of hers. I just think it was very clean, very put together, just very poised. We're talking about Miss Tamar Braxton today. And I'm excited to talk about it, so let's just come right to the chase, y'all. Here's Tamar Braxton singing Be Grateful. She has that Braxton sound. It's almost warm. The larynx is dropped a little bit. It's warm, but she has a brightness to her sound because she sings higher. So I feel like automatically it makes her sound a little more brighter. But she has that Braxton technique, that Braxton vocal function, if you will, where it's right here, it's kind of rounded. And you can even watch her mouth. Watch her mouth. It's right here. God has not. So it's very rounded here. It's not God has. And the lengths also drop. No, promise me. So she has that fast vibrato with the drop larynx and the more rounded articulation, and it really makes the Braxton sound. But like I said, she has a brightness to her voice because she kind of sings higher than the rest of them. See right there, she got brighter. Little rain. So got a little bit brighter right there when she went up higher. Like I said, her brightness is going to help her get up there a little bit. So she said, a little rain, straight note, mixed with God's straight note, sunshine, whatever she did, a little pain, same thing, straight note. She had a lot of straight notes in there. So it's really giving a piercing quality to her approach and to her delivery of the song. The pierce in that straight note is kind of just, it's right there in the money. And she also kind of pushes some air in certain parts of her voice too, which gives that breathy quality that we all know and love. So when she ended that vamp, she kind of switched to a more heady upper register spot and kind of did a little yodel, if you will, or a registration shift, an intentional one. For the record, I think yodeling is great. But anyway, so she did like an intentional registration shift where she went up a little bit to the headier part, more thinner fold part of her voice, and then came back down to more the thicker folds. That's the air I'm talking about. Oh, be grateful. And I can't do it like she does it, but she's pushing more air, so it's almost like a voice to whisper, like a loudly voiced whisper. Really good. She also plays with her soft palate or her velum as well. Some people call it the soft palate. It's all kind of the same thing. So I think she plays with the placement of that to give her voice different textures, different timbres, on top of what I talked about before, which is called the Braxton sound, if you will, that quality that they all have.
He feels them just like you, but he can't afford to make you feel.
Had a little squall in there. Make you feel
Only good, so that you can appreciate the good
times. She moved through that so nicely, and that the good times She really had to lock in to her torso and really anchor and really use her breathing muscles to support that note. And then she went up to the higher note in chest voice, kind of a more forward, thicker fold placement, and then went up again to the head voice, thinner fold spot, and then came back down. She moved through that little lick so nicely though. She also uses a lot of weight on certain parts of her delivery, like be grateful. I'm singing more of a headier spot, so I'm not really singing full right now, but she kind of had more weight locked in. Her cricoid kind of tilted just a little bit to give a little more weight and depth to her belting or to her chest voice or thick folds right there. Really good.
Someone else who's worse off than you. Be grateful, 'cause there's someone else who's worse off than you. Be grateful, be grateful.
So if you notice right here, she's not having a lot of weight when she sings this stuff, because she's up there. Be grateful. So she's really hitting these high notes. So she's really placing it a little more forward without really bringing the weight down in here that she did before. She's really placing it forward. Some people may say in the mask a little bit, but she's really just placing it forward and kind of getting rid of the weight. But it's still thick folds, chest voice, it's still up there. And she's putting some straight notes back in there, like I said before. As she goes down, she puts more weight in her voice. This is a nice vamp she got. Man, I love that vamp she had right there. She moved through that stuff. So it was so well planned. It was so well thought out. Like, it's just how she did the be grateful. Just like the glottal onset she had, the use of the air, kind of be that was air, starting those voice parts right there. And then grateful had a little glottal onset there. So she's really moving around using different parts, different ways, different embellishments, and really gives a lot of texture and layers, you know, to how she sung this. You enjoyed this analysis, and if you did, click subscribe down below, then click the alert button next to it so you know when the next video is posted. And as I always say, be vocally bold, creative and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. Alright y'all, I'll see y'all soon.